Well, one person who did make a big announcement just after Christmas was the Home Secretary, James Cleverly. Yes, he's apparently very clever and represents a seat called Braintree. But this was the tweet that he put out. Well, it says, there were no small boat arrivals over Christmas for the first time since they started in 2018. Last night, our Border Force officers and their French partners worked together to stop a boat launching on the beaches. They've played a crucial role in cutting crossings by 35%. A rather boastful Home Secretary. This was my response. Now, it is a bit sulphurous from me, but I was jolly angry. You may be called Cleverly, but you're clearly a moron. I'm close to Dover now. The wind has been gusting at 50 miles an hour. That is why there are no migrant crossings. You charlatans and liars all deserve to lose your seats at the election. All right, I admit it wasn't very much the spirit of Christmas, but I'm so blooming angry. I've had enough of these people. You know, Rishi Sunak said he would stop the boats. And now they're boasting the numbers are down by 35%. Why are the numbers down? 3 reasons. Number 1, we've returned to some degree of sanity with Albania. Number 2, the hundreds of millions we've given the French and have promised the hundreds of millions more to give them have been, to some extent, effective on the beaches. And number 3, the weather has been awful for much of this year in the English Channel, and that is the biggest factor, I can promise you, of all. But if I'd said to you 5 years ago that over 30,000 people, and it is over 30,000 because those numbers we saw today don't include anybody under the age of 18. If I'd said to you 5 years ago that over 25,000 young men of fighting age who cannot produce identity documents, whose backgrounds, involvement in wars in Syria or elsewhere, we do not know, some of whom will pose a threat to stability in this country. If I told you over 25,000 of them would cross the English Channel in small dinghies, you wouldn't have believed me. And if the Home Secretary and the Prime Minister can hold this up as a triumph, well, I tell you what, they've probably got bigger electoral problems than they even imagine themselves.